Digital Public Infrastructure Session on Enable, Empower, Enrich organised by the Indian High Commission in Sri Lanka took place in Colombo. President Ranil Wickremesinghe graced the event as the chief guest and stressed that digital public infrastructure will be of paramount importance to Sri Lanka for the development of the country's digital economy.
But certainly we have now reached a stage where we can confidently claim to have stabilized the economy. We've come to those agreements with the IMF, and we are talking to the OCC, the Official Creditor Committee, to China, and to the private creditors. You can't go on forever with the import-dependent economy. Therefore, we've made our decisions, and I want to present it to Parliament in the form of legislation. The economic transformation. To begin with, the economic transformation will be firstly to an export-oriented, highly competitive digital economy, to a green economy. So what is the connectivity that we achieve, and what do we do in the field of the digital infrastructure? For Sri Lanka, this is essential for two reasons. One is an economy. The economy has to be driven by the digital infrastructure. And some of this is going to be useful to us. One is the agriculture modernization program. So we are I've been looking at the digital economy as a key player in our own economy. To back this up, we need the education system, both in the schools and in the higher education. One of the decisions is to introduce AI to the schools in the next 5 years, that we could cover it thereafter, within 5 to 8 years, we could have AI in every school, getting into the universities, and ensure that AI is taught in every university, and there are some technological subjects itself in the universities. So in implementing it, we needed help. And the best place we could get was India. I thought we will copy what India has done as far as is suitable to us. And let's piggyback on your experience. So this will save us a few years, maybe 4 or 5 years in development. So we want to go ahead. I want to implement this, and I hope that we'll have the support of everyone else in going ahead. We have to make the change. We have to join the 21st century. So just as much as India has done, we will go ahead and do the same. This is the digital public infrastructure is going to be of immense importance to us. Just as much as in the Anuradhapura period, we had a hydraulic infrastructure consisting of tanks and channels. Today, what we need is the digital infrastructure for the digital economy to be built on.
Digital Public Infrastructure Session was named as a conference which will explore the transformative potential of digital public infrastructure by enabling service delivery, empowering communities by fostering inclusivity, and enriching the economy by driving innovation.
India's own journey stands as a testimony to the power of DPI. The digital transformation in India over the last decade or so has been driven by these interoperable and open protocols of DPI. The digital infrastructure is interoperable and stacked together, meaning that private companies can build apps integrated with state services to provide consumers with seamless access to everything from welfare payments to loan applications and making investments. The Indian G20 presidency brought about a mind shift in a way and outline the holistic development that can potentially be brought about by a good DPI. The Indian presidency also proposed the creation of the One Future Alliance, a voluntary initiative that aims to bring together governments, the private sector, academic and research institutions, donor agencies, civil society organizations, and other relevant stakeholders and existing mechanisms to synergize global efforts in the DPI ecosystem. We have already rolled out the UPI in Sri Lanka last month, and we are now working with the government of Sri Lanka to roll out the unique digital identity project based on MOSIP architecture. And we strongly believe that, as in the case of India, this UDI is not an end, rather the beginning of the digital magic for Sri Lanka. It is not about one-off technology solutions, but about incorporating a wider theory of change that brings about digitization across domains.